Trade on on friendship for a job.
Very well put, young man. Will you just step into my office, maybe we can work something out. My name is Brad, and you are?
Finch, sir. Pierpont Finch.
Pierpont. Say, that ought to be J. Pierpont Finch.
As a matter of fact, sir, it is.
Well, step into my office.
Good God, Rosemary, if you please let me finish my English muffin. Disappointed, Smitty. I know you can help him. Where is he? How would I know? Oh, he must have gone into Mr. Bratt's office. Go on in there. You're Mr. Bratt's secretary. He'll listen to you. But why this frantic emergency? Please, Smitty, we've got to help this boy. But why? Fill me in, girl. Wherefore is this creep so different from all other creeps? He's not a creep, Smitty. He's sort of a noble courage. Yep, deep down inside, I think he's sort of helpless. Rosemary, that mother instinct of yours is such a dread.
Well, that's all settled. Nice to have you aboard, Finch.
Well, happy to be shipping out with you, sir.
Oh, here, let me do that.
Who's that? That's my helpless friend. Isn't he adorable? Adorable, maybe. Helpless? Oh, shut up, Smitty. I just hope he hasn't got a girl.
My secretary, Smitty, will take care of getting your form in your particulars. Smitty, this is our new Mr. Finch.
Hello there.
How do you do?
I'm Miss Pilkington. Rosemary Pilkington.
Hi.
Mr. Finch will be starting out the building. Glad you don't mind that, Finch.
Sir, I feel that in a big pond like this, everyone must start out as a little fish.
Yeah, even a barracuda.
Now, Smitty will
Hey, Lonnie, have you guys in the mailroom sent out those written catalogs yet?
I don't know. I'm going to lunch.
At 11 o'clock in the morning, why?
Because I'm the boss's nephew. Oh, Bud. This is Bud Trump, Mr. Bigley's nephew. This is Mr. Finch. He'll be working with you in the mailroom.
Oh, Finch, I'm Bud Crumb, Mr. Bigley's nephew.
How you do, bud?
Now, Smitty, don't forget to get those particulars.
Yes, sir.
Nice to have you on our team, Finch.
Oh, happy to be playing with you, sir.
Finch, you a bishop?
Not necessarily.
Good, you just keep that in mind. If you just remember who you are and remember who I am, we'll get along fine. If not,
You'll go crying to your uncle.
I beg your pardon. I do not go crying to my uncle. It just happens that my mother is Mrs. Bigley's sister. And if I feel something is wrong, I phone her. Then she phones Mrs. Bigley. And Mrs. Bigley phones Mr. Bigley. That's the democratic way.
Mr. Finch, a man like you doesn't have to worry about a man like him. Nick, you going to particular? Yes, particular. Now, Mr. Finch, the first question that I have for you is, have you got a girl?
A girl? No.
Oh, good. That's the reason. It's very wise not to have a girl.
Well, thank you for understanding, Miss Pilkington. You see, I feel that when a man is trying to rise in the world of business, a girl, or let's say an emotional involvement, can only lead to getting involved emotionally.
Very intelligent, Mr. Finch.
Thank you.
Yes. Rosemary, are you finished with Mr. Finch yet? For the moment, fine. Then, Mr. Finch, if you'll step into my office, we'll get our business done.
Sure thing.
Good luck, Mr. Finch.
Well, thank you, Miss,
Pilkington. Rosemary Pilkington.
all right, Miss Pilkington. Well, happy to be aboard.
Well, Rosemary, you see, I think he's fascinating. I've seen some ambitious characters around here, but this boy, he's the eagerest beamer of them all. New Rochelle, or maybe White Plains. No? New Rochelle. What are you talking about? New Rochelle. What about it? That's the place where the magic will be. For me and my darling, bright young man, I picked out for marrying me. He'll do well, I can tell. Though it is in the
coffee.
No coffee. No coffee. No coffee. No coffee. No coffee. No coffee. That office light doesn't have to be fluorescent. I get no pain in the head. That office chair doesn't have to be foam rubber. So if I spread, but only one chemical substance gets out the lead.
Like she said, if I can take my coffee break, my coffee break, my coffee break, if I can take my coffee break, what is the sense of the problem? Coffee within me. No coffee! 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 My coffee break. Somewhere I don't spend half an hour. Coffee within me. Coffee hours. Coffee hours. Coffee hours. Coffee What's that?
Coffee! It better not be that decaf.
You have alertly seized your opportunities and are now on the first rung of the ladder. You are working in the mailroom. Now, one word of caution about the mailroom. It is a place out of which you must get. Some of your rivals will not have the advantage of this knowledge, but you are forearmed. Do not get stuck in the mailroom. Plan to rise.
Hey, where are you going? What do you got there?
It's the executive mail.
I'll take that. Trying to get good in the inside, huh? Can't even take a coffee break around here.
Gosh, but I was just trying to do my job.
The executive meal is my job. Finch, if you have any ideas of climbing up the ladder around here, the view's gonna get awfully monotonous. Every time you look up, you'll see the seat of my pants.
I think that's terrible. Just terrible. But Brunk's just jealous of you. He's just trying to keep the big executives from noticing you.
Thanks for defending me, Miss Pilkington.
Oh, please call me Rosemary.
Okay, Rosemary.
Now, Mr. Finch.
Oh, please call me Ponty.
Okay, Ponzi. The big executives will notice you. Just be patient.
Patient. Do you realize I've been working here for 1 whole week?
I know, Ponzi. I haven't forgotten. Happy anniversary.
Thanks. At least you noticed me.
I wish I were a big executive. Oh, no. Here comes Judith Anderson.
Who?
Huh? That's Miss Jones. Mr. Bigler's secretary. I better look busy. And you too, Ponzi.
Excuse me, miss. I think you should be wearing this, ma'am. It goes with your hair.
Young man, you just want me to have this flower? You don't know who I am.
Oh, gee, that doesn't matter, miss. What matters is this flower seems to cry out to be worn by you.
Young man, I'm Miss Jones, Mr. Bigley's secretary.
No. You can't be. I mean, well, you just can't be.
Why not?
Well, from Bud Frump's description of you, you're not a frightening person at all.
Thank you.
As a matter of fact, if it's not out of place for me to say so, ma'am, you're a rather attractive person, no matter what Bud Frump says.
What did you say your name was?
Oh, it's Finch, ma'am, Pierpont Finch, F-I-N-C-H, Finch.
And why is it I haven't seen you around here before?
No, I'm not supposed to deliver the executive mail. That's his job. Bud Frump, F-R-U-M-P.
Well, thank you very much, Finch. You're a very interesting young man.
Say, Jonesy, I'd like an appointment with the boss at around 3.
I'll check on it, Milton. I'll let you know.
Ah, flowers. You got a new boyfriend, Jonesy.
This was given to me by a very nice young man. You should know him. Finch?
Yes, ma'am.
Finch, this is Mr. Gatch.
How do you do, Mr. Gatch?
Mr. Gatch would be a good man for you to know. His department is very important.
Oh, I know all about Mr. Gatch. He's in charge of plans and systems of pre-promotional promotion, also post-administrative research, interdepartmental evaluation, and multiple development on a multi-level level.
Hey, Jonesy, this is a smart one. Let's keep him around.
Oh, that's a fine, fine man, Mr. Gatch. I hear he has an opening in his department.
Yes, he has, but he hasn't been able to make up his mind. Well, thank you very much, young man.
Oh, you're welcome.
Hi, Jonesy.
Miss Jones to you.
Say, Rosemary.
Finch, pick Goofy off. He's got to pick up the second delivery.
Right, old bud, old buddy boy. Oh, well, Rosemary, I gotta get back to work. Hey, thanks for the flower.
Thanks for the flower. Here's my flower to Miss Jones.
Well, certainly you don't begrudge a lonely lady a moment of happiness.
Well, I suppose it is important to you to be nice to Miss Jones.
Well, thanks for understanding. Bye-bye, Rosemary.
Thanks, Rosie. Well, Rosemary, how you doing? I don't know, Smitty. Oh, Smitty, what's the opposite of a sex maniac? A businessman.
Hello?
Give me an outside line. No, this call's not personal. I'm calling my mother. One of these days when I'm running the show around here, I'm going to clear out the hole. Hello? Mother? Bye. I know I left without my sweater, but it's warm. Now look, Mother, there's something important I want you to know. There's going to be a new head of the mailroom, and I want the job. You've got to call on Gertrude. I know I'm next in line, but there's this new fellow working here who has me worried. Oh, he comes in on time. He's polite, never goofs off. You know, a real brat.
Yes, what is it, Miss Jones?
Mr. Bigley, your wife is calling.
Tell her I'm busy. Tell her I'm at a meeting. Tell her I'm out. Damn it. Put her on. Hello, Gertrude. Glad you called. What's on your mind? I'm busy. Listen, Gertrude. I'm sorry, but I can't help but there. No, the head of the mailroom must pick his own successor. I can't change signals in the middle of a play. It will upset the whole team. And if I interfere, that will be nepotism. Nepotism! That's when your nephew's a goddamn fool. All right, I'll see you like that. Goodbye. Damn it. Miss Jones.
Yes, Mr. B.
Miss Jones, you know that talking to my wife upsets me?
Well, JB, you said to put her on.
Never mind. I need something to calm my nerves. Where is my, you know?
I put it in the back of your bottom right-hand drawer.
Oh, thank you.
Hiya, bud.
Let's get going, boys.
Oh, yes, sir, Mr. Trimble. I've already started sorting.
Finch, As head of this entire mailroom, I'd like to tell you that I'm very pleased with your work.
Well, thank you, sir.
You really have an inborn gift for mailroomery.
Well, sir, coming from you, that's a great honor.
Hello, mailroomery. No. Mailroom. It's for you, Twimble. Mr. Bratton personnel.
This may be a very important call for some of us. Hello.
What's the idea? What's the idea of what, Bud? You know you try to butter up Twimble, but believe me, it won't do you any good.
Just because I'm being nice to a man doesn't mean I have to have an angle.
If anyone's gonna get the job, you know.
I got you, Mr. Bratt. Thanks very much. Well, boys, it looks as if they're promoting old Twimble to the shipping department.
Congratulations.
Well, who's gonna be the new head of the mailroom?
I don't want to say till it's official, but Mr. Bratt is leaving the choice up to me. Twimble, he says, the mailroom is the nerve center of this mighty organization. You've been an outstanding mailroom head, and we want you to choose your successor. And we want you to choose him on merit. On merit alone.
That's not fair! I'm going up for a smoke!
Smoke. He's going to call his mother. But it's not going to help him if I have anything to say. I have somebody else in mind for this job.
Mr. Twimble,
Oh, yes,
you've been with the company a long time, haven't you?
a long, long time. Last month, I became a quarter of a century man.
Gee, that's beautiful. A quarter of a century.
Quarter of a century.
Yeah, how long have you been in the mailroom?
25 years. Yep, it's not easy. It's not easy getting a medal like this. It takes a combination of skill, diplomacy, and bold caution. When I joined this firm as a brash young man, well, I say to myself, now brash young man, don't get any ideas. Well, I stuck to that, and I haven't had one in years.
Play it safe.
I play it the company way. Wherever the company puts me there, I'll stay.
But what is your point of
I have
view?
no point of view.
Supposing the company thinks...
I think so too.
Now, what would you say
I
is...
would say
Your face is the company face.
it's past executives that go back in place.
The company furniture.
Oh, it suits me fine.
The company letterhead.
It's Valentine.
Is there anything you're against?
What is it?
When they want brilliant thinking from employees.
That is no concern of mine.
Suppose I'm a man of genius. Think suggestions.
Watch that genius get suggested to resign.
So you play it the company way.
All company policy is my okay.
You'll never rise up to the
But
top.
there's one thing clear. Whoever the company fires, I will still be here.
I have certainly found a home.
It's cozy.
Your brain is a company brain.
The company washed it and now I can't complain.
The company magazine.
Boy, what style, what punch.
The company restaurant.
Every day, same lunch. They're having a sandwich. It's delicious.
I must try it.
Early in the week,
Do you have any hobbies?
I've a hobby. I kitchen with Mr. Pratt.
And do you play it nicely?
Play it nicely. Still, he places me in every game like that.
Why?
Because I play it the company way. Executive policy is my okay.
You'll never get
Sure,
anywhere.
you have no fear. Whoever the company fires, I will still be
You
here.
will still be here.
Never take a risk on it. Let's get back to work. They may be promoting me, but the mail's still gotta go through. Oh, hi, Bart. How's your mother?
What mother?
What mother?
Hello, man. Well, Twimble, it's all set. As of today, you're head of shipping.
Thanks, Mr. Brash.
Now let's talk about your successor.
Say, Brett, have you heard from my uncle today?
No, but go ahead, Twimble. Your shoes are going to be hard to fill. Who'd you pick to fill them?
Well, Mr. Bratt, I thought about it long and hard, both pro and con. I think your man is young Finch.
Congratulations, Finch.
Thanks,
Good for smoke!
but I can't accept it.
You're turning this job down.
Yes, sir. You see, Mr. Bratt and Mr. Trimble, I feel that there is a man who has been here longer than I, who is much, much more qualified for the job. Gentlemen, I recommend Bud Brump.
You're kidding!
What? From? Well, this is something. I mean, surprise-wise.
I'm gonna call my mother and tell her!
big boss.
Well, I understand your problem, JB. Actually, you had picked someone else, but the young fellow turned the job over to Bud. He thinks that Bud's better qualified. No, he doesn't seem to be out of his mind. He was complaining about it before. Go ahead, Finch.
Well, you see, Mr. Trimble, the great thing you have taught me is that no individual is as important as the whole company.
He says that no individual is as important as the whole company.
The whole team is greater than any single player.
The whole team is greater than any single player.
The whole salad is greater than any piece of lettuce.
The whole salad. Oh, you can hear him.
The whole crew is greater than any one horseman.
Isn't that great, JB? Sort of chokes you up, doesn't it? His name is Finch.
It's F-I-N-C-H.
F-I-N-C-H. Yeah, well, I'm going to keep an eye on myself. Right, JB. See you later. Finch, you really got me off the spot with Bigley.
Well, anything I can do to help, Mr.
I
Bragg.
appreciate it. Good luck, Trimble.
Oh, say, Mr. Trimble, don't I have to bring this mail up to Mr. Gatch?
Gatch?
Gatch.
Yeah.
Gatch.
So yeah, just remember, Mr. Gatch is looking for a junior executive in his department. I'm going to talk to him about you.
He is? Me? A junior executive?
Your generosity and thoughtfulness may have proved to have been a very good thing for you, Vince.
By George, ethical behavior always pays.
Vince, you did a very wise.
Oh, Mr. Bragg, I just did what was right.
My mother was very happy.
Boys and girls, I want you to meet the new head of the mailroom, Bud Ross.
Thanks, Tony, old man.
Good luck, bud.
Come along, Vince. I want to talk to you.
Yes, sir, Mr. Bragg.
He sure amazed me. I'm still wondering why he did this for me.
So am I. I still think my first choice of a man was best.
Now, wait a minute, Swimble. Tiny, okay?
It's just that I think...
So reneging, I was promised the job.
I've been here a long time, more than a century. I just want to make sure things are done the right way.
Oh, me too, Mr. Swimble. I know exactly what you mean. From now on, I'll play it the company way. Wherever the company puts me there, I'll stay.
Whatever the company tells me that you'll do.
My folks may think I think so too.
Being the company pride.
I'm not to get over ambitious, trying to take a side. Oh, but so long enough from me used to be. I pledge to the company conformity. I will someday earn my medal. 25-year employee. I'll see to it that the medal is the only thing they'll ever say on me.
The front way is the company way. Executive policy is what we all say.
I'll never be president, but there's one thing clear. As long as my uncle can hear me, I will still be here.
So the company they like for nothing else. Praise to the company they nothing else. They will never tell from the company man. Trouble play with company, trouble play with company, trouble play with company.
Come on, everybody, it's a big celebration. I'm inviting all of you to have lunch on me.
Boys and girls, I have another announcement to make. Mr. Gatch is taking young Finch here into his department as a junior executive.
Wait a minute! That mentioned Dutch! It's not been canceled!
Nancy, that's wonderful, wonderful. I told you to have patience.
Oh, gee, Rosemary, you were right.
You should have someone around all the time to think things out for you.
Oh, yeah, maybe I should.
Nancy, I'm always available.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Rosemary, maybe, that one day I'll be able to show you my appreciation and
Lunch. I said lunch.
What about that?
I'd love to.
Love to what?
He said, what about lunch? Gee, I thought you'd never ask me. Oh, where can we go? There's a very cute place called the Hungry Tea. I'll get my things and meet you right here.
What about lunch? I meant what about lunch? Never mind. Oh, how you doing, Mr. Gatch?
executive club up on the roof.
Executive club? On the roof lunch? Me?
Sure, now that you're a junior executive, I can put you on my expense account.
Gee, that is terrific, Mr. Dash. Thank you, sir. I'll meet you right here.
Right here. Ah, Rosemary, dear. Seeing you always brightens my day.
Please, Mr. Jack.
I've got to stop reading Playboy.
Rosemary, guess what? I got a surprise for you. Mr. Gatch, he's taking me to lunch.
Lunch?
Yep. How do I look?
Oh, you look fine, honey. Just fine. Have a good time.
Thanks. Thanks a lot.
If you have followed the simple instructions exactly as outlined, you should by now be a junior executive. Congratulations. Nothing can stop you now.
Yes, dear. Yes, dear. Gertrude, I haven't got time for this nonsense about blood. Yes, I know blood is thicker than water. Blood Trump is thicker than anything. I'll promote him when I'm good and ready. Now listen to me, Gertrude. The next time Bud calls his mother, she calls you, and you call me, you're all fired. Yes, what is it, Miss Jones?
There's a young lady who insists on speaking with you, Mr. B. She says it's personal.
Oh, what does she want? What's her name?
She says you'll know.
Oh, all right, put her on, put her on. Oh. Well, you knew I wouldn't forget. No, I'll take care of everything. Just a moment. Miss Jones, get me Brad right away. Now, you'll be here tomorrow morning. Aye. Bye. Brad, J.B. Brad, I'd like you to do me a favor. Find a spot for a young lady who wants to be a secretary. Well, you know, friend of the family, you know. Her father and I were classmates in old Ivy. Bright girl. Got a good head on her shoulders. Her name is, LaRue. Hetty LaRue. according to normal procedure, as soon as her qualifications have been determined.
I just never know.
Gentlemen! 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 A secretary is not a toy. No, my boy, not a toy. Fondle and dandle and playfully handle in search of some puerile joy. No, a secretary is not, definitely not a toy.
You're absolutely right, Mr. Brack.
We wouldn't have it any other way, Mr. Bratt.
It's a company rule, Mr. Brat.
The secretary is not a toy, no, my boy, not a toy. So do not go jumping for joy, boy, a secretary is not. A secretary is not. A secretary is not. A toy.
A secretary is not to be used for play therapy.
He goes to the girl you employ, boy, remember no matter what. Neurotic trouble you got. A secretary is not. A toy. She's a highly specialized key component of operational unity. Applying sensitive mechanisms to serve the honest community. With a mother at home, she supports. And you'd find nothing like her at FAO Sports.
A secretary is not a stand for a leading representative.
And after deciding a point, boy, they fired him like a shot. The day the fellow forgot. A secretary is not a toy. A secretary is not a toy. And when you put her to use, observe when you put her to use. That you don't find the name Lionel on her
A secretary is not a thing where I need more than a plan to write and answer tonight. If that's what you plan to enjoy, no.
The secretary is not, is definitely not, employed to do the lot. Or you know what, before you jump for joy, remember this, my boy. The secretary is not, a danger boy.
No, I told that dash to keep his ledger hands to himself.
So he said I'm next in line for a promotion.
The same way with me, too.
So I finally told him to keep his hands where they belong.
Plan to make the head of advertising in about a year and give me a raise.
I'm dying to see that new production chart.
Me too, and those sales figures.
So what the hell? I'm happy with him anywhere.
Do you remember to call my wife and tell her that I wouldn't be home for dinner?
Yes, Mr. Bigley. Oh, by the way, You left your golf clubs in the office, and tomorrow is Saturday. You're playing with Mr. Walker, the chairman of the board.
Yes, I know. Well, I'll be staying in town this evening, so I'll pick up my gloves in the morning.
Very well. Oh, and you asked me to remind you about your college alumni association.
Oh, yes, yes. Well, send them the same check. I like to think of their patients when they get that big fat check every year. Old, least likely to succeed.
Very well, Mr. Bigley.
This phone call for you with your wife?
Damn it. All right, I'll take you to Tackleberry's office. That's all, Miss Jones.
Hello, Miss Jones.
Hello, Bunty. How's the young junior executive?
Fine, just fine, thanks to the helpful advice I've been getting from you.
Oh, well, I'm glad our little talks have proven valuable.
Well, they sure have. Oh, by the way, good luck tonight.
Good luck.
Yes, in the bowling tournament. I hear you're the best bowler on the ladies' team.
How sweet of you to be interested in a thing like that.
Well, you see, I'm fascinated by the hobbies of people I like.
Hey, would you like to come and watch us bowl tonight?
Well, gee, I'd love to, Miss Jones, but I gotta go to bed early. I'm working tomorrow.
On Saturday? No one around here works on Saturday. Hunty, you're a very unusual boy. You'll go far.
Well, thank you very much, Miss Jones. That means a lot coming from you, because, well, you're Mr. Bigley's secretary, and he's the man I most want to emulate. He's so capable and thoughtful. Why, I even heard him remembering to send a check to his old college. It was Harvard, wasn't it?
Harvard? Don't ever let JP hear you say that. He's a groundhog.
But where did he go to college?
Old Ivy?
Old Ivy?
Of course, they're the groundhog. Well, good night, Bunty.
Good night, Miss Jones.
Oh, don't work too hard.
Oh, don't worry about me. I won't.
Hello, stranger.
How are you, Rosemary? Nice to...
Hi, Monty. Been a long day, hasn't it?
It sure has.
I haven't seen you since you've gone to your job.
Well, I've been working pretty hard.
Been a long day.
Yeah.
Rosemary, where are you having dinner tonight? That depends. On what? On where I'm having dinner, huh? Well, here it's 5 p.m. The finish of a long day's work. And there they are, both of them. The secretary and the clerk. Not very well acquainted. Not very much to say. But I can hear those two lines ticking away. Now she's thinking, I wonder if we take the same bus. And he's thinking,
There could be quite a thing between us.
now she's thinking, he really interfere. And he's thinking,
But what of my career?
and she says, and he says,
Well, it's been a long day.
well, it's been a long, been a long, been a long, been a long day. Now she's thinking, I wish that he were more of a flirt. And he's thinking,
I guess a little flirting won't hurt.
now she's thinking, your dinner we could meet. And he's thinking,
We both have got to eat.
and she says, and he says,
Isn't that? Well, it's been a long day.
well, it's been a long, been a long, been a long, been a long day. Much better than 20. It's the 90th plate. And at the bottom of the ad, not bad. Service for 2, 3.50 plate. To make a bargain, save the date. Wonderful.
It's fake.
Now she's thinking, let me know how to trust that I can bring. And he's thinking,
I might as well forget the whole thing.
now she's thinking, suppose I take it on. And he's thinking,
Well, really, what's the harm?
then she says hungry, and he says,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, it's been a long day. Well, it's been a long, been a long, been a long, been a long day. Well, it's been a long, been a long, been a long, been a long day.
Jasper?
I told you never to call me that.
I'm sorry, J.D.
Don't you have something to do?
I was just gonna get my hat and go home.
Good. Well, how do you like your new job, Miss Guru?
It's a big fat nothing.
Oh, don't talk that way around here.
I thought you were going to make me a big businesswoman like Helena Rosenstein or Betty Crocker. And instead what happened? I'm stuck in the damn stenographic pool with no one to fish me the hell out.
Darling, these things take time. Yes, miss, in a large operation like the worldwide business, there are multiple facets, each of which requires a... Now, I promise you.
I give up a wonderful job. And cigarette girl at the counter.
How about the surroundings? You said you didn't like all those men staring at you, making advances.
Well, it's no women around here. It's big business. At least at the counter. When I got pinched, I got tipped. Around here, a girl can't even bend over to pick up a pencil with confidence.
You mean somebody's been bothering you? Just like this, miss. In a large operation like multiple wickets, there are many facets of which, who pinched you?
That does not matter. What matters is that you did not keep your part of my bargain.
But darling, I admit every word. I'll tell you what. I'll meet you at your place in about 10 minutes, and we'll talk it over.
No.
But Angel, yes, miss. In a large operation like multiple factions. How did you go home?
I'm waiting for the elevator.
Why did you walk down?
6:34.
Why did you jump?
Quite attractive girl, Miss LaRue.
What? Oh, I suppose so. I was just trying to make her feel at home. She seems like such a shy person.
Yes, well, you just go on, J.D. I'm meeting Mother for dinner tonight. Mother just loves dinner with me. I tell her everything that goes on in the office all day. Now she's thinking,
Gingerbread is what things help.
and she's thinking,
We could even name the hotel.
now he's thinking,
I wonder if he's there.
and she's thinking,
There's blackmail in the air.
and he said,
So hold up.
and she says,
Down.
Wait a minute. All right. You're promoted.
Okay, Jackie, that's it. It's all thick and thin. Now watch them slop come along and dirty it all up.
Nah, not on Saturday morning. Come on, let's go do the big shop. Good stuff.
F-I-N-C-H.
Ah, yes. I've heard some very good things about you from my scouts.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Well, Finch, it's good to see a man in there carrying the ball. You make me feel a bit guilty. I came here to pick up my golf clubs. I've been playing around with golf this morning with old Bobby Mumford. He's chairman of the board.
Well, I suppose one has to do that sort of thing every once in a while, sir.
Well, don't push yourself too hard, Finch. There are limits, you know.
Oh, yes, sir.
Well, I'll just go get my clubs. What's that, you're humming?
What's that? Was I humming, sir?
You were humming the old Ivy fight song.
Well, that must have been unconscious humming on my part.
Did you go there? Were you a groundhog?
Well, sir,
Come on, son, out with it. I know a lot of fellas up in the inferiority complex because they didn't go to Yale or Princeton. You're not ashamed of old Ivy, are you?
Not a bit, sir.
That's the groundhog spirit. I should have known you were old Ivy. What year? Finch.
What's that, sir?
When did you graduate?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I was just thinking about the big game today. You know, we're playing at Chipmunks, and
Yes, I know. I can't get up there either. I sure hope those chipmunks don't give us too much trouble.
Oh, don't worry, sir. I think we'll be able to take them. I hear Charnowski's knee is much better.
Oh, with Charnowski there? The teams around should pick up. He's the dirtiest player we've got.
Well, sir, if we can't be there in person, we'll be rooting for him, right?
Right. Groundhog.
Groundhog.
Stand, oh, Ivy, stand, turn and walk. Stand, oh, Ivy, here, cheering up. Stand, oh, Ivy, and never yield. Let's get loud on the field.
When you fall on the ball,
Let's go down there, let's go.
reach down to the lady,
Well, nobody is on somebody.
reach down to the running feet.
Don't forget, boy,
That's why they call us
they call us the Rapper. The Rapper. So did I, boy. So did I. Well, I'll just go get my gloves.
Okay, sir.
Hurry. Thank you.
At 26, at 27, at 28, at 29, at 30.
What's that you're doing?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I must look real silly to you, but I just wanted to finish this row. You see, I feel that knitting helps me think more clearly.
Well, I'll be I did too.
Really?
I've been doing it for years. Look at my nerves. Nobody knows it, but my secretary, Miss Jones, and you know how.
Oh, yes, sir. We've met.
Well, Finch, what's this going to be?
Well, sir, I thought that this time I would make a birdcage cover.
Birdcage cover?
Yes,
Well, I never
sir.
made one of those, but what do you think of this?
Oh, gee, that is beautiful, sir.
And you see the colors on those golf clubs? I made them. Popcorn stitch.
You know, sir, I feel sorry for men who don't knit. They lead empty lives.
I like the way you Finch think.
Think, sir.
Think Finch, yes. Perfect. Now, bring your head for around here. What's your ambition of this outfit? Bright fellow like you should have to go land
situation where I get to choose, I'd like to be able to do something real. Something a man can sink his teeth into. Why, sir, I'd like to be in the advertising department.
Advertising? Oh, no. Not for any old school man. Mine. That's too tough, too insecure. Well, we've had 15 advertising managers in the past year alone. Poor devils disappear at the rate of 1 a month.
Well, why's that, sir?
I tried.
Well, sir, I'm sure if you hired a man with ideas...
That's what I look for. I keep hiring these men who have these brilliant ideas, and they're wonderful to do what I tell them. Oh, sir. You stick to what you're doing. You do all right there. Incidentally, where are you?
Plans and systems, sir. Mr. Gatz's department.
Gatz. Good man, Gatz. You stick with him, and I'll keep an eye on you also.
Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that. Well, good luck on the link day, sir. I should be here much longer. I figure I'll be out of here by midnight.
Midnight! That's the groundhog spirit!
Groundhog!
Groundhog!
Beautiful. But what was it? It's a college form. What college? I'd say Vassar.
Maybe. Hey, what the hell are we running around here? A sweatshop? We're working that boy too hard. You mean who? Finch. F-I-N-C-H. Now the poor devil worked here all weekend. What do you mean, how do I know? I was right there with him. Working side by side. Well, the boy needs help. First of all, I'd like him to have his own office. No. Just the best you have available, nothing fancy. I don't want him getting any ideas.
Well, Patsy,
Oh, gee, hiya, Rosemary. Have a seat. Well, how do you like my office?
the first office. It's just beautiful.
No, it's not bad considering. I was going to ask them to have my name painted on the office door, and then I realized I don't have an office door.
It's just beautiful, Patsy. I can only stay a minute. I just wanted to tell you that I had a good time the other night.
Yeah, me too. I enjoyed the conversation. I did all the talking.
I liked it. But just one thing, Pansy, about what happened later. When we said goodnight, I mean, I don't want you getting the wrong impression of me or anything, and I know it was our first date and everything, but I guess that's totally natural for a guy to try to flirt and make a pass at a girl, but you didn't do anything.
I had to get up early. Sir? Miss?
I'm Miss LaRue, honey.
Oh, how can I help you, Miss LaRue?
A secretary was ordered to be assigned to you. On your resignation. Well, you were getting a secretary.
I just found out about it myself.
Well, happy dictation, Pansy. Bye.
Well, Miss LaRue, why don't you have a seat?
Thanks.
Sure.
Oh.
Now, Miss LaRue.
How cool he had it.
Well, I feel that in a business relationship...
Cute.
Excuse me.
Choosing a secretary can be fraught with peril. Take a good look at the young lady who has been assigned to you. If she is so attractive that you feel things are too good to be true, be very careful. It may be that one of the big men in the company is interested in her career. There is a simple test for this. Check on her secretarial skill. The smaller her abilities, the bigger her protector.
Miss LaRue, Hetty, let's try some dictation. Take a letter.
Shoot.
This is to, Mr. Gatch. Dear Mr. Gatch, pursuant to our discussion of last
Hey,
Thursday...
you try to catch a train or something?
I'm in.
Longhand. It's safer. But I make up for it when I type.
Oh, you type fast?
Yeah, like a jackrabbit. 12 words a minute.
Eddie, what was your last position?
Oh, well, I was in the tobacco business. Yeah, the tobacco business. And then Mr. Bigley.
Mr.
Yeah, he got me interested in economic things, and I just kind of matriculated myself into business school, and well, here I am.
Oh, yes, you are, aren't you?
Come on, we take some more. This is going to be fun.
Eddie, let that letter wait for a moment. I'd like you to bring this in to Mr. Gatch.
Mr. Gatt?
Yes, please, deliver this to Mr. Gatch himself. Eddie, personally.
Gotcha, cutie.
Hello, it's Gatch's office. One moment, please. Mr. G, Mr. Finch's secretary's outside. She wants to speak to you personally.
Have her come in.
I'll do that.
Mr. Gatt,
Yeah.
I'm Mr. Finch's secretary. He asked me to give you this.
Say, what are you doing tonight?
Oh, I got a date with my gentleman friend.
Oh, come on. Don't fool around with small fry. You're in a big time now.
Mr. Finch's office. Yes, one moment, please. It's for you. Production.
Hello. Yeah, this is Finch. No, I'm running plans and systems now. What's that? Oh, Mr. Gatch? No, he's been transferred to one of our out-of-town offices. Venezuela.
Vice President in charge of advertising.
Another one. Who is it this
A
time?
fellow by the name of Ovington. Benjamin Burton Daniel Ovington.
BBDO.
That's why JP hired him. Anyway, we're giving him a reception tonight.
The party's going to be in the office. What the hell this guy's going to last?
I don't know, but we're giving him the full treatment. You can't ask your secretary to come. We've been glad for some of the executive secretaries to act as hostesses.
Okay, Brad.
BBDO.
Rosemary, I have a snatcher. What you been?
Smitty, I've been made the new secretary to the new advertising manager.
That's great.
What's he like? Oh, I don't care about him, but this means I'll be invited to the reception this evening. And Fonzie will be there too. He's never seen me all dressed up, you know, glamorous. You know what this is? Your lunch. No, Smitty. This is the answer to How to Succeed with Finch, a new dress. It's just beautiful.
I really hope it works. Good luck, Rosemary.
Thanks, Smitty.
You know, maybe I'll go out and buy myself a new dress for tonight, too.
That's a good idea, Smitty.
I hope you're very popular at the party. Maybe I will be at that. I'm thinking of spreading a secret rumor that I'm a nymphomaniac. I slipped out this afternoon and bought some love insurance, a most exclusive dress from Dick Harry. It's sleek and chic and magnifique with sexy eyes and curves. It's me, it's absolutely me. And one guy says there is this
Well, I think we now have a fellow who can put worldwide wickets right back up there on top. Mr. Benjamin Burton Daniel Ogle.
Boys and girls, I just want to tell you I'm proud to be joining the worldwide wicket family. I don't know very much about wickets, but I sure do know about advertising. My theory of advertising can be summed up in one sentence. Shove it down their throats with a soft sell. And what I'd like to say is that... Furthermore, I want to...
Hey, Boss, JB wants you to take this little home seat. He doesn't seem to be feeling well.
Do you feel terrible? Come on, Harry.
You know, I think I need to shower.
JB wants me to take you home.
I'm just gonna go into JP's office and take a shower, and then I'll go back to the party.
Okay, Harry. Have a nice shower.
Thanks, Bud. You know, you're cute. Not as cute as Finch, but you're cute.
Nice to the bench. You going up to the party?
Sure am.
You do me a favor.
Yeah?
Will you tell Mr. Finch to come down?
Okay.
I would like to see him. Tell him it's important.
Right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Oh, sexy Eddie is in there taking a shower. And got a little something up my sleeve. Oh, that's going to put little old Finch right down on his.
What's this all about?
Oh, hello, Finch. JB wants to meet you in his office.
JB wants to meet me in his office. I was just at the party with JB. He didn't say anything to me.
Maybe he didn't want to say anything in front of Ovington. You know how it goes around here with advertising managers.
You don't think your uncle is considering...
I don't know anything. All I know is that JB told me to let you know to meet him in his office.
JB told you to let me know that you wanted me to meet him in his office?
Yeah.
All right. I've never seen JB's office anyway. Thanks a lot, bud.
You're welcome. Now to get my uncle. Goodbye, Uncle Richard. Hello, Uncle Jasper. All right.
known it was a rib. Well, I gotta get back down to the party.
What'd you have?
Well, I don't know. I just thought I'd better get back to the party.
Oh, yeah, but it's more fun down here.
Oh, I'm sure it is, but I really better. I gotta get back to the party.
Hey, look, you anxious to get back to that Rosemary? Stuck on her.
Rosemary? Oh, she and I are just good friends.
Well, that's very sensible. I've been watching you, Buster, and you're going places.
Oh, yeah. Venezuela.
Say, wouldn't JB just die if he came down here and found you kissing me?
Oh, frankly, I'd rather you didn't.
Oh, come on, let's try. Finch, if you don't kiss me, I'll tell JB you did.
Okay, just once. Rosemary.
Huh?
Rosemary.
Rosemary.
That kiss.
What about that kid?
Rosemary.
Finch, it is highly insulting to think that two broads in the middle of one kiss.
I'm sorry, Hetty. Something happened. I can't explain it.
Finch, you are in love.
Yeah, Finch is in love. It's like music all around here. It's like a symphony. Why, I must have been in love ever since she took my particulars.
And you found out all this by kissing me?
Yes, Hetty.
Gee, I don't know my own strength. It is a far, far
Finch, I owe you an apology.
You do? For what?
Never mind, but I want you to know I don't approve of what you were doing when I came in here. I don't care for that sort of thing between executives and their secretaries.
Yes, sir, but Miss Pilkington is not my secretary, sir.
Good point.
We've been waiting for you.
I haven't finished my speech.
You made a fine speech.
Oh, yes, you did, Mr. Overton. Very, very fine speech.
Overton, this is Mr. Finch of Plans and Systems.
How do you do, sir? Very well, sir. You know, sir, I'm very, very interested in advertising, and I've read some wonderful stuff about you in Fortune magazine. Some truly terrific stuff. Why, Mr. Bigley, did you know that Mr. Ovington was an All-American halfback at college?
Oh, that's so. What school, Ovington?
Why, the greatest little college in the world, Northern State.
Chipmunk?
I'll say I'm a chipmunk. Did you see how we murdered those groundhogs on Saturday?
Ovington, I'm not a bigot. I've hired men from all colleges, bulldogs, trojans, badgers, lions, and tigers, but never a chipmunk. Your resignation is accepted. Rip, 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 the chipmunk on the field. Chipmunk proud! Chipmunk proud! Chipmunk.
It was a shock to me, sir.
Makes it a good thing you're on the ball when it comes advertised.
HAD, what are we going to do now for a new sales advertising master?
Finch, you know, maybe it's fate that you happen to be standing right here at this very moment. Now, you always wanted this kind of job. You think you can handle it?
Oh, I don't know, sir.
Everything I like in a man is humility. Finch, I'm making you vice president in charge of advertising.
Me? A vice president?
I don't want to question your decision. Finch is very bright, but rather inexperienced.
I like him. I like him. You know, Bracken, I think we've hit on something here. This boy is loaded with great ideas.
Ideas? Tell us some of them, Finch.
Well, sir, I haven't had time to...
Come on, Finch, where are those ideas?
I guess, sir, if I just...
Well, if a shot,
I'm
son.
going to be able to draw...
Get on the ball, or you'll be out of here like a shot.
Give you that, sir. You see, sir, what I was thinking, sir, is maybe that I would be able to present you with a clear-cut campaign, sir.
HAD, the plans board is meeting the day after tomorrow. Finch can tell us all his ideas then.
Fine. Finch, you've got 48 hours to make an advertising presentation.
Yes, sir.
And you better get going, Finch. You're now vice president in full charge of advertising. And frankly, up to now, I'm pretty dissatisfied with your work.
I don't care what happens. I'm a vice president. Vice President Finch. Now, let's see. Hi. Yeah, give me the stationery shop downstairs. Yeah, hello, this is Mr. Finch. Yes, remember those cards we talked about last week? Go ahead and print them up right away. Thank you. Now, what to do? Oh, girls, you come out now.
That's so weird.
Rosemary, guess what? I got a surprise for you. I just made me a vice president.
Congratulations. Can I be your secretary?
Yeah, I like that, Eddie, but Rosemary is going to be my secretary.
Oh. Well, I guess it's back to the steno pool for me. I'll have to wait for this pigeon until after he's married.
Now, Rosemary.
I'm going to be your secretary?
Sure, you were Mr. Ovington's secretary, and well, now I'm in charge of this entire department.
And what makes you think I'd be your secretary? I'd rather die.
You have to be my secretary. You see, I'm the vice president in charge of advertising now. You know what a tough job that is. I can't do it unless I have your help. I need you.
You do? Well, in that case, all right, I'll be your secretary.
Good. Let's get down to work.
Just like that? Haven't you forgotten something?
Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah, give me the man who paints names on office doors. I can't do that.
Why not?
Because you're my secretary. Yeah, wait a minute, Rosemary. Hello, name painter?
Wait a minute, Rosemary. Hello, name painter.
Yeah, this is Mr. Fink. I'd like my name painted on my office door in gold leaf. J. Pierpont Fink. J. Pierpont.
Suddenly there is music
All capitals.
in the sound of my
Yeah, block letters. J. Vice President.
Vice President.
Sergeant at her side. Unusual spelling.
Whatever happens to Rose,
Boy, when you see it on your own door.
there is wonderful
Music
in the
very sound.
You know, there sure is a lot of whispering going on around here.
It's the merchandise copy at work. Ever since Mitch became vice president, they can get out of their way.
I hear the big meeting set for this afternoon. You know, I really hope Bonzi comes up with something.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Oh,
At 10 o'clock in the morning.
I resigned. I'm quitting.
Oh, nonsense. Rosemary, you've been threatening that all week long.
This time it's official, Smitty. I left a letter of resignation on his desk. Wait till he reads it.
Oh, but
Smitty, I
Rosemary.
just can't take it anymore. I don't mind a person ignoring me completely as long as he pays a little bit of attention. Smitty, he doesn't need me.
He did tell you that he loved you and that he wanted to marry you.
Smitty, that was supposed to be a secret.
I didn't tell anybody.
What's the matter?
Rosemary resigned for Finch.
But I thought you were married her. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, I only told the girl, don't worry, she'll forgive him. Never. Oh, you got to. Look, Rosemary, there's one thing you cannot overlook, and that happens to be loyalty.
I've been very loyal to him, Smitty.
I don't mean to him. I mean to us. To us, girls.
Yeah.
How often does it happen that a secretary's boss wants to marry her? Hallelujah. How often does a dream come true without a kind of conflict or barrier? Hallelujah. Why treat a man like he was a Dutch white carrier? How often can you fly from this land of carbon paper? the land of flower chips. Hallelujah. How often does a Cinderella get a crack at the prince? Cinderella and the prince. Cinderella? No Cinderella. I have $186 in the bank in a savings fund. Not a matter of money, Rosemary. He's the vice president. And that automatically makes him a prince. True? True. And that automatically makes you Cinderella. See? Don't you realize? You're a beauty like fairy tale. A simple design. So it's time for you all to say, "Dream on and on and on and on and on." Go, go, go. Cinderella, don't turn down the prince. Don't be my story. You're the faithful, the simple, the working girl's dream of glory. We were great, darling, and we thought you ever fit. Don't get so someday, 'cause here it all goes. Cinderella, don't turn down the prince. Oh, let us live it with you, each hour of each day. I prefer your goodness to a little disheartened. From 21 to the 10 of 58. No, you're Rochelle. You're Rochelle, Open up in the smile. Our Riparian bonus. We want to see you kind of married to your donut. So I can make a happy day. But don't turn down your prince. Why do a party enjoyment? You're the fable, a symbol of glorified unemployment. We were great, darling, love you ever since. Don't laugh on Monday, there and there, don't. Cinderella, don't. Cinderella, don't. Cinderella, don't. All right, I'll give him one more chance.
So you are now a vice president. You have climbed the ladder of success, rung by painful rung, and you have almost reached the top. You have done beautifully. Unless you are vice president in charge of advertising. In that case, you are in terrible trouble. There is only one thing that can save you. You must get a brilliant idea. The quickest way to get ideas is to develop them. That is, you must examine the undeveloped, worthless notions of others and add to them that extra something that makes the idea your own. An undeveloped notion may come from the least likely source. Be alert. You never know who will bring it to you.
Hi, Connie. Oh, hiya, buddy. Sorry I busted in, but there was no one outside. First time I've seen your new office. Quite a layout. My favorite style. Basic black. Honey, I suppose you're wondering why I'm here.
Frankly, yes.
Honey, I want you and I to be friends. You don't smoke and peace pipe. You've never liked him.
Now, wait a minute, Bud. I never saw...
No, don't deny it. It's true. And I don't blame you. I've been a no-good backbiting thing.
Now, Bud, I think that's a bit strong.
Well, how would you put it?
I guess your way is best.
Well, I'd like to change all that. Now, I was thinking you're stuck for an idea.
Oh, wait a minute. I am not stuck.
I was thinking that giveaway shows are going to come
And I don't need anyone else's idea. What was that?
Well, I have this idea for a giveaway program. It's called the Worldwide Wicked Treasure Hunt. We hide $1,000 savings bond somewhere. And every week on television, we give clues as to where it is. And as you say, you don't need an idea. If you have a chance, look this over. Because the meeting's in a few little while. I mean it soon.
Bud, what did your uncle say when you brought this to him?
I didn't bring it to my Uncle Tommy. If I brought it to him, he wouldn't listen. That's why I brought it to you.
You ever shown this to your uncle?
Look, if you're not interested,
I didn't say I wasn't interested. I will admit the idea doesn't give me much nourishment, but I'll look it over and give it a think.
feel free to use it. I have returned.
Treasure hunt. $1,000 savings bond. This thing needs some kind of new twist.
Monty, I'm back. I changed my mind.
Oh, Miss Pilkington.
I don't blame you for being so cold to me, but I did change my mind.
About what?
About what I said in the letter.
What letter?
My letter of resignation.
Your resignation from what?
The Girl Scouts of America. Oh, don't you understand? I resigned, quit, left you forever.
Why would you do a thing like that?
Because I was hurt, ignored, angry, and upset.
Who would do a thing like that to you?
You.
Me? Couldn't have been me. I haven't said 10 words to you all week. True?
True.
Okay. Now, Miss Pilkington.
Oh, must you call me that? Can't you call me Rosemary?
No. And I want you to call me Mr. Finch. Until you're Mrs. Finch.
Am I really going to be Mrs. Finch?
Well, of course you are. I thought that was all settled.
Well, I keep thinking that maybe you forgot.
Well, I didn't. You're going to be Mrs. Finch because we're going to be married. Now, let's get down to some serious matters. All right. Now, listen carefully. I have an idea for a television program. It's a giveaway show that I'm thinking of calling the Worldwide Wicked Treasure Hunt. Now, the prize is going to be a $1,000 savings bond. You think that's enough? Maybe we ought to make that $25,000. Plan. Listen carefully. What would you say if we gave away $100,000? 200,000?
Oh, I don't care if you give away the whole company. I love you.
Say that again.
I love you.
No, the part before that.
I don't care if you give away the whole company.
That's it. That's the idea. We'll give away the whole company. Well, I don't mean the entire company. I mean stock. Stock in the company. Nobody can resist that these days. I gotta get in touch with Mr. Bigger. I gotta try and work this out. He's gotta give me a postponement. No, I'll go see him.
Good luck, Mr. Finch.
Well, thank you, Miss Pilkington.
Say, how about taking me to lunch? Nobody has to see us.
Miss Pilkington.
Sorry, Mr. Finch. Oh, to be loved by a man with a goal, to watch as he glides with the words of life and purity of soul. Oh, to be there in the aura of his brow, darling, absent mind, such heaven, wearing the white uniform, while he goes onward and upward.
product. Plastic yarn.
What are you doing here? JB, you remember that television idea I once told you about? The treasure hunt?
You know what I think about the treasure hunt idea?
Well, I just wanted to remind you didn't like it.
Darling, I've told you that during business hours, I can't meet with you.
I did not intend to embarrass you. I came on a business purpose.
Business?
I came to tell you with my resignation.
Resignation? What are you talking about?
I'm going to Los Angeles. I've been offered a very suitable position there.
Los Angeles? Hey, what is this all about?
I got a letter from a girlfriend. She works for one of those big cosmetic firms out there, demonstrating skin creams.
Skin creams?
Yeah, and all those big, glamorous department stores, so she can get me a job.
You're so dignified. You can't go running around demonstrating some fake glue.
It is not a fake. It is a very fine skin cream called Dermal Blanche. Do you know what it's made from?
Don't tell me.
Shark berry jelly.
I was afraid of that. Eddie, you said you wanted a career. Now, what kind of a career is there in Shark Belly?
More than there is around here. Not a single guy will use me as his secretary. They all treat me like I have an extremely tropical disease.
Yes, if you would just be a little more patient.
No, I made up my mind. Fine for your cheek.
Another buck here.
Huh?
I'll manage somehow. But, how will I spend those lonely nights?
Well, you could stay home.
I can't stay home. I'm a married man.
You'll be all right.
Eddie, I can't live without you.
You mean that?
Of course I do. Oh, I know I seem to have everything. Old rich J.D. Bingley, old money bags, people come to me, treasure hunts, my days are spent hoarding money. What does it all mean? Nothing. Eddie, nothing means anything without you.
Now don't start getting sincere. That's not fair.
Where will I find ecstasy? Like a love from a heart ever gone, ever trusting and sweet, and awaiting my breath, rain or shine, hot or cold. Well, far beyond all, maybe here in my hands I hold it. Ah, but where will I find that one treasure of a treasure? The love from a heart of gold.
Gee, I never knew you felt that way.
Well, nobody knows it, but I'm extremely lucky.
Derek! So am I! Where will I find a treasure? Like a love from a heart of gold. Ever trusting and sweet, and awaiting my venture, rain or shine.
Rain or shine,
Hot or cold,
hot or cold.
who will fall beyond all measure? Maybe soon, if I can fire home. Ah, but where will I find that one treasure of
Miss Jones. I want to talk to Mr. Bigley.
Oh, you can go right in. He's not doing anything.
Go ahead.
Huh?
Are you quitting?
Unless I hear otherwise, to the contrary.
Well, listen, I think maybe we'll be able to help each other out.
Good. Let's bust out of here together.
Actually, I had something else in mind. Now, I want to talk to you about something. Where can we go?
Oh, let's go to my place.
Eddie, this is business.
All right, let's go to your place.
Eddie.
I'll tell you what. Why don't you take me to lunch? Stay around 1 o'clock? I'll meet you downstairs.
Well, Eddie.
You want to talk, don't you?
Yeah, I do. All right, downstairs at 1 o'clock. But, Eddie, can I meet you around the corner?
Gotcha, cutie. Chicken.
Hello, executive washroom. Yeah, I'm down here. What? The meeting's at 4:30. Come on down, we'll make plans.
Big meeting today, huh? Yeah, hear anything about what Finch is planning?
I don't know, JP gave him a postponement, so he must have something. You know, fellas, I'm beginning to get a little scared of Finch.
Me too. If you don't do something pretty soon,
He'll probably have us all working in the mailroom.
Yeah.
Hi, man.
Hear anything, bud?
Chuck, oh, worries are over. Finch is going on with, believe me, he's dead. And I'm so happy I can cry.
That's really good news.
I don't know, Finch has a way of bouncing. I wouldn't believe he was dead if I had read his obituary.
Ordinarily, I'd agree with you. Finch is very smart. But don't forget, he's in advertising. And that does something to men's brains.
All right, Rosemary, I'll see you after the meeting.
Does anyone see my moves?
Hiya, men.
All set for the big meeting?
Could be. Wish me luck.
Good luck. Gotta stop that man. I gotta stop that man. Or he'll stop me. Big deal, big rocket. Thinks he has the world in his pocket. Gotta stop that man. That man.
Now there you are. Yes, there's that face. That face that somehow I trust. It may embarrass you to hear me say it, but say it I must. Say it I must. You have the cool, clear eyes of a seeker of wisdom and truth. Yet there's that upturned chin and the grin of impetuous youth. Oh, I believe in you. I believe in you. I hear the sound of good, solid judgment whenever you talk. Yet there's that old gray string of a tiger that quickens your walk. Oh, I believe in you. I believe in you. And when I think in my fellow man, all but falls apart. I want to feel your hand grasping mine, and I take heart. I take heart.
fever, boiling hot with front office fever. Gotta stop, gotta stop, gotta stop that man. I believe in you. Don't let him be such a hero. I believe in you. That man, gotta stop him. Stop that man, gotta stop him. Stop that man, gotta stop that man. Gotta stop that man. I gotta stop that man. Or he'll stop. I believe in you. I believe in you.
The farmer spends his time in the fields, the laborer at his machine, and the businessman at meetings.
Gentlemen? Where's Finch?
Not here yet, sir.
Well, we'll start with that. We have other important things to discuss before we get to Finch's presentation. Brad.
Yes, JB.
Brad, the stuff you recommended for my grad dress doesn't seem to be working.
I didn't understand it, JB. It worked beautifully on my lawn.
My lawn's a mess. You better come up with something new.
Right, JB.
We haven't had any trouble with grad grass at our place.
And what do you use?
Cement. Just a little joke, JB.
Gentlemen, you'll have to excuse my nephew. It's a combination of youth, high spirits, and extreme stupidity. Now, let's see. Yes? No, we've been expecting him. Send him in. It's Finch.
Gentlemen, I'd like to present my new approach to wicked advertising. It's based on an idea which, in my humble opinion, is brilliant.
Sounds promising. Proceed, Finch. What the hell is that?
That is a picture of Mount Vesuvius in eruption. It gives you the idea of the kind of national publicity you can look forward to and the kind of impact our new television program is going to have. Now, JB, here's an idea of that kind of publicity.
Oh, God.
The cover of Time, the cover of Newsweek, and finally, JB, the golfer of the year.
Very interesting.
Now, this here is a map of the potential wicked market. It's divided into social, geographic, and ethnic groups. It shows how we will make overwhelming saturation and deep penetration in those areas where resistance has long been peakiest.
I like this thinking.
Thank you. Now, this here is a sales chart of the past fiscal year, which reflects the disastrous effect of our former advertising policy based on per capita consumption of wickets. Note the sharp decline in normal regularity. Down, down, down. But This is what's going to happen to our sales when we get going. As we will. Up! 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 And JB, there you are.
Finch, I think you've done it. Very good.
Could I ask a question, JB?
Yes.
What is this idea?
Well, you heard a television show that will give us deep penetration and peak reaction. Sounds great, Finch. Great, doesn't it?
Yes, yes. But what is this idea for the show?
I don't know why you have to be so damn negative. The only things you can come up with are those lousy ideas like treasure hunts. All right, Finch. What is your idea for the show?
I don't think I'm going to tell it to you, sir.
What do you mean?
Well, sir, you see, I've always looked at you as a man of great breadth and vision, open to new ideas. But now I don't know. I'm thrown.
Why what?
The way you just spoke to Bud about his idea. You dismissed it. Now, I'll admit there are treasure hunts and treasure hunts. When Bud brought that idea to me, I thought it was a rotten idea, too.
I should hope so.
But then I thought about something. An idea in itself is nothing. It's the development of that idea that counts. Leonardo da Vinci drew some sketches for a flying machine. Oh, but it took American know-how to develop those sketches into a great flying machine like the Boeing 707. Now, a man named Gatling once invented a little machine gun. Oh, but it took a great brain to develop that little machine gun into a terrific program like The Untouchable. When I thought about that, JB, Bud's silly little idea became a challenge to me. And I said, I'm going to take that idea of Bud's brother and defront it. Now, first of all, my all the falls apart. I want to feel your hand resting mine, and I take heart. I take heart to see the cool, clear eyes of a seeker of wisdom and truth. Yet there's that slam, bang, tang, reminiscent of gin and vermouth. Oh, I believe in you. I believe in you. Gotta stop that man. Gotta stop that man. Or he'll stop me. Big wheel, big fever, boiling hot with front office fever. Gotta stop, gotta stop, gotta stop that man. I believe in you. Don't let him be such a hero. I believe in you. That man, gotta stop him. Stop that man, gotta stop him. Stop that man, gotta stop that man.
his machine. And the businessman had meetings.
We never had any trouble with crab grass at our place.
And what do you use?
Cement. Just a little joke, J.G.
Gentlemen, you'll have to excuse my nephew. It's a combination of youth, high spirits, and extreme stupidity. Now, let's see. Yes? No, we've been expecting him. Send him in. It's Fitch.
Gentlemen, I'd like to present my new approach to wicked advertising. It's based on an idea which, in my humble opinion, is brilliant.
Sounds promising. Proceed, Fitch. What the hell is that?
That is a picture of Mount Vesuvius in eruption. It gives you the idea of the kind of national publicity you can look forward to and the kind of impact our new television program is going to have. Now, JB, here's an idea of that kind of publicity.
Oh, God.
The cover of Time. The cover of Newsweek. And finally, JB, the golfer of the year.
Very interesting.
Now, this here is a map of the potential wicked market. It's divided into social, geographic, and ethnic groups. It shows how we will make overwhelming saturation and deep penetration in those areas where resistance has long been peakiest.
I like this thinking.
Thank you. Now, this here is a sales chart of the past fiscal year, which reflects the disastrous effect of our former advertising policy based on per capita consumption of wickets. Note the sharp decline in normal regularity. Down, down, down. But this is what's going to happen to our sales when we get going. As we will. Up, up, up. And JB, there you are.
Fitch, I think you've done it. Very good.
Could I ask a question, JB?
Yes?
What is this idea?
Well, you heard a television show that will give us deep penetration and peak reaction. Sounds great, Fitch. Great, doesn't it?
Yes. But what is his idea for the show?
You know, I don't know why you have to be so damn negative. The only things you can come up with are those lousy ideas like treasure hunts. All right, Fitch. What is your idea for the show?
I don't think I'm going to tell it to you, sir.
What do you mean?
Well, sir, you see, I've always looked at you as a man of great breadth and vision, open to new ideas. But now I don't know. I'm thrown.
Why what?
The way you just spoke to Bud about his idea. You dismissed it. Now, I'll admit there are treasure hunts and treasure hunts. When Bud brought that idea to me, I thought it was a rotten idea, too.
I should hope so.
But then I thought about something. An idea in itself is nothing. It's the development of that idea that counts. Leonardo da Vinci drew some sketches for a flying machine. Oh, but it took American know-how to develop those sketches into a great flying machine like the Boeing 707. Now, a man named Gatling once invented a little machine gun. Oh, but it took a great brain to develop that little machine gun into a terrific program like the Untouchable. When I thought about that, JB, what silly little idea became a challenge to me. And I said, I'm going to take that idea of Bud Brush and defront it. Now, first of all, my treasure is not going to be a bond. It's not going to be money. It's going to be stock. 50,000 shares of stock.
Stock in our company?
Why not? People like stock these days more than like money.
How can we get you 50,000 extra shares of stock?
That's no problem. It's a simple matter of taking the convertible debentures from the sinking fund, issuing stock options which are exchangeable for rights, which we then replace with non-voting common and exchange for warrants.
Tell me that again.
I can't.
It can't be done, Jay.
It can't be done.
Oh, but if it could be done, would it create a tremendous excitement?
But it can't be done.
Oh, but if it could.
But it can't.
Oh, if it could be done, JD, say for just 1 second it could be done. What's your answer?
Hang on, I forgot the question. You can't give away stock.
Why not? We give away stock dividends, don't we? Now, please, gentlemen, let me proceed with my presentation.
Finch,
You ready?
I hate giveaway zones.
Oh, so do I, JB. But the public always loves them. Listen, the person who comes up with an unrigged, unfixed way to give away something for nothing is going to clean up. And I have that new twist. Gentlemen, I present to you the worldwide wicked treasure girl.
What is this?
This is the secret ingredient that's going to take the nation by storm. I've combined both greed and sex. Not bad, huh? Go ahead, Henry.
Hello there. I am the worldwide wicked treasure girl. And each week I will give you a clue to where the worldwide wicked treasure is stashed.
There we go.
Oh, yeah. There is such a gypsy old stuff. Oh, you little outfit. Love it.
Very nice, very nice.
Now, of course, Hetty is just here for demonstration purposes. She won't be our actual treasure girl.
Naturally.
When we go on the air, we'll need a big name personality.
Of course. I'm leaving the firm anyway. But I wouldn't if...
Offhand, I was thinking of somebody like Elizabeth Taylor.
Well, why don't you get Queen Elizabeth?
Because this is an American program. Now, a beautiful treasure girl combined with 50,000 shares of stock could only mean one thing.
Let's go. Maniac off and get on with our business. Just a moment, I'll handle this. Gentlemen and Mr. Brew, if you'll all kindly leave me alone with Mr. Finch for a moment. Okay, you take care of this. It's absolutely crazy. What about the SEC? What about the SEC? What about the stockholder? What about the Senate investigating committee?
They're all being paid.
Finch, you're a brilliant young man, but I'm afraid you've let us down.
How, JD?
Well, you missed the boat. You haven't thought this out properly.
I don't understand, sir.
Well, why does the treasure girl have to be a big name personality?
Sir?
Why can't she be someone more
More...
identified with the company? A real.
A real worldwide wicked girl?
Yes, perhaps even Miss LaRue herself.
What a great idea, JB. Instead of getting an artificial actress, we'll get plain, simple Hetty LaRue, the girl next door. That was a great thought you had, JB.
Not bad, eh?
Well, and also...
Just a minute, Finch. Where are you going to hide the treasure?
Now, JB, this show is going to be completely unrigged. Not even the treasure girl herself is going to know where that treasure is hidden.
I want to know.
Okay. But it's going to be a secret between you and me. I'm going to give you the first clue that the treasure girl is going to give out over the air. There we go. West of the sun, west of the moon, where is the treasure? Blow me a tune.
What the hell is that?
Tough clue, huh? But you will notice that the first sentence begins with the letter W, 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 B. Worldwide Wicked Buildings.
You're going to use our buildings?
I'm going to hide 5,000 shares of stock in each of the 10 worldwide wicked buildings throughout the country. It will create publicity.
But you'll have millions of people running planes around our buildings looking for the treasure.
JB, certainly if a man as brilliant and as educated as yourself, sir, couldn't guess where that treasure was hidden from the clue I just gave you, do you think the average viewer is going to guess it, sir?
Good point.
Gentlemen, you come in now.
Gentlemen, I'm thinking of going ahead with the worldwide biggest treasure hunt. Naturally, I want your approval.
Well, JB, I think it's an absolutely crazy notion.
I like it. I like it. We like it. Let's watch the program.
Miss LaRue, do you swear that you do not actually know where the treasure is hidden?
Look, I will not take a bum rap. I will not swear false witness to perjury. I do know where the
businessman's career, there are times when things go a bit wrong. We have many suggestions for coping with these little problems. However, should you be the cause of a disaster that's really disastrous, we suggest that your best bet is to review the first chapter of this book, How to Apply for a Job.
Guys found Finch yet?
He seems to have disappeared.
Haven't found him yet, but we're looking for him.
Where's Finch? I don't know, Brad. JB wants him as fast as you can find him. He's hopping there.
Come back here, you! What are you doing?
It's another treasure hunter. This big, forward-looking, better try to sneak away from it 3 times.
This big wolf's yellow belly is the chairman of the board. It's Mr. Wale Wonka.
Chairman of the board? Oh, they'll look at that.
I'm so sorry this happened to you, Mr. Wonka. If you just come with me, Mr. Bigley's in his office. Luckily, that didn't get wrecked. Keep looking for Finch.
Oh, Rosemary, have you seen Ponty?
No, Miss Johnson, I'm so worried about him.
So am I. He was such a nice boy.
What? What will they do to him?
I don't know, but somebody's head has got to roll.
Auntie will think of something, won't you, Auntie? You had a fool, clear eyes of a seeker of wisdom and truth. Yes, there's that upturn and the grin of impetuous youth. Oh, I believe in you. I believe in you. Oh, Ponty, Ponty,
Oh, Rosemary, I'm glad to see you.
where have you been?
Out walking the streets, thinking.
You have a bruise on your head.
Yeah, I know, I got it last night.
How did you get that?
Threw me out of the saloon.
Why would they do a thing like that?
I didn't buy anything.
Oh, the bruise. Why did you come home?
Ha-ha! Oh, I guess this is it.
The chairman of the board is in there.
I figured that.
What are you going to do?
Dude, what's a man to do when the entire world is collapsed around his ears? Just gonna go in there and take it like a man.
Oh, Ponty, I know what that mind of yours
No,
is.
Rosemary. I put that mind of mine away. I'm just gonna go in there, face the music, and go back to doing what I did before I came here.
What were you?
I was an exterior decorator. Oh, I can't even tell you the truth. I was a window washer.
Oh, Ponty, I don't care what you do. I'm not walking out on you again. I left you once.
You did?
Well, I'm not leaving you again.
Oh, Rosemary, what kind of life would that be for you, the life of a window washer, sitting at home, wondering if I've landed safely?
Finch! You wanted in the office.
Yeah, but I thought I'd wash up first.
They want you now.
Can I at least say goodbye to Rosemary?
Yeah, hey,
Goodbye, Rosemary.
come along.
Rosemary, I'm sorry. I wish none of this would have ever happened.
Ponty?
Look, Connie. Why the hell should you face those monsters? Run away, escape. I'll pretend I didn't see you. For old lang syne.
I gotta go in there and take what's coming to me. Besides, I should think he'd be happy if they killed me.
If I could only be sure.
Gentlemen, you all know Mr. Wally Wommer, chairman of the board.
Now, Wally, I want to say before we get started, I know I'm president of this company. I'm responsible for everything that goes on here. So I want to say right off the bat, everything that happened is not my fault. And Wally, if there's one bright side to this whole thing, we'll be happy to know we have somebody we can pin it on. I think, yes.
They're breaking him in.
And Wally, you'll soon see where the blame of this whole thing lies. And when he gets here, I'll do the talking. This is a very slick youngster.
He's here, sir.
Mr. Bigley, sir.
Never mind, I'll do the talking. Incidentally, you've never met Mr. Wampa. This is Mr. Wampa, chairman of the board.
How do you do, Mr. Walker? Mr. Bigley.
No speeches finished, it's all settled. I want you to sign this simple little letter of resignation in which you take the blame for everything that happened.
Okay, Mr. Bigley.
What?
I'll do what you say.
It's one of your tricks.
No, sir, Mr. Bigley. You see, this firm has been very good to me, sir. And I'm just going to sign this letter of resignation and go back to doing what I did before I came here.
What did you do, Finch?
I was a window washer.
You were?
No kidding. I started as a window washer myself.
You did?
What the hell do you think I was? A rail spinner? College man. So you were a window washer?
Yes, sir, Mr. Wamper.
Call me Wally.
Okay, Wally.
Tell me, Finch.
Oh, please call me Ponty.
Okay, Monty. Boy, it's been such a long time since I've had somebody around here that I could talk to. So how'd you get into this business?
Well, you see, sir, I had this book.
Yeah, me too.
It was a book on how to succeed in business.
No, mine was much more useful. I booked bets for all the other window washers. And I cleaned up a bundle. I should have stood in that business. 8 buildings wrecked. Our stock is down 5 points. And we're the laughing stock of the entire industry.
I know, Wally. It's ghastly.
Monty, how did this happen? I mean, I can understand some college boy pulling a bundle like this, but not no window washer. Now, this idea of yours.
Well, you see, Wally, the first thing I will not do is take credit for another man's idea. Especially when that man is the boss's nephew, sir.
You never told me you hired your nephew.
The nephew? Nephew. Well, not my nephew. He's my wife's nephew. Wally, I know this seems like nepotism, but I've never shown him any favoritism. In fact, I hate him.
But you love his idea.
No. When he first came with that idea, I thought it was a lousy idea. Then when Finch brought it to me, I thought it was a lousy idea, and I told Finch it was a lousy idea.
So why didn't you buy it?
Seems like a good idea.
Treasure hunt. Treasure girl.
Well, Finch stressed it all out. He can't deny that the idea for the treasure girl was his. That's the right.
That is true, Wally. And the idea for the treasure girl was mine, sir.
And not a bad one. Well, who picked that bubble-headed tomato?
Don't get the wrong idea. This is a very nice girl. You want to talk to her.
Oh, I intend to. I think I got the whole picture here. The only question is what to do and who to do it to.
Now, Wally, before you make any hasty decisions, I'd like to say a few words about what? Humanity. You see, Wally, even though we're all part of the cold corporate setup, deep down inside, we're all flesh and blood. We're all brothers.
Some of us are uncles.
Now you may join the Elks, my friend, and I may join the Shriners, while other men may carry cards as members of the Diners. Still others wear a golden key or small Greek letter pin. But I have learned there's one great club that all of us are in. There is a brotherhood, a man, a benevolent brotherhood, a man, a noble silent line, all human hearts and minds into one brotherhood of man. Your lifelong membership is free. Keep giving each brother all you can. Go worship proudly in that fraternity, the great big brotherhood of man. Now, Wally, before you consider firing Mr. Bigley,
Who'll consider that?
Wally, I know what you're thinking. You'd like to clear out the whole crowd from top? quite a waste of company expense. They need a brother's leadership, so please don't do them in. Remember, mediocrity is not a mortal sin. There, where it is the brotherhood of man. Let's make it get all we can. So much of company in that fraternity, the great brotherhood of Don't get it! It's really a brotherhood of Give me a break, fellas! We're always the best of friends, Max! Max! Remember the fun the day started? You I never liked! But I can make it worth your while! No, I can't! It doesn't pay to be decent. Well, I'm not going. I'm just a little boy. I'm too young. No! Mother!
Hey, Smitty, any news yet? No, I haven't heard a thing. I can't imagine what's going on. Mr. Matthews, you heard anything?
I haven't heard anything yet.
Looks like a big shakeup. Sure does. It's amazing.
Boys and girls, may I have a word? As you know, there's been a few changes made here at Worldwide Wicked. I'm speaking to you now in my new capacity as Vice President in charge of employee morale and psychological adjustment. Secretary here now is in charge of personnel. Now I'd like you to hear a few words from our hard-driving, hard-working president, Jimmy Bigley.
Boys and girls, you'll be happy to know that Worldwide Wickets is now stronger than ever. And I think that a great deal of the advantage should go to a very bright and very loyal young man. Come out here, Finch. You all know that this youngster's rise in our company has been spectacularly rapid.
Yep.
As a matter of fact, for a while I thought he was after my job. But to me, he didn't want it.
No, sir, JB, your job is much too tough for me. However, if there is a man who deserves any credit at all today, it should go to a great man and a great humanitarian, Mr. Wally Walker, the chairman of the board. Now, incidentally, Mr. Walker has brought with him today his beautiful new bride. So let's bring them out here together, Mr. and Mrs. Wally Walker. Now, Mr. Walker didn't want to make any speeches today. However, I have an announcement to make about him. After many, many years of dedicated and loyal service to our company, Mr. Walker is going to step down as chairman of the board, and he's going to go on a long honeymoon trip around the world. I didn't know. Well, that's not bad of an idea. I'll just concentrate on you.
Wally, who's going to be the new chairman of the board, as if I didn't know?
Gee, I don't know, Mr. Bigley. I would have to ask Mrs. Finch.
Oh, Rosemary, your husband's calling.
Rosemary, I got a big decision to make. They want to make me chairman of the board. What do you think?
Darling, I don't care if you work in the mailroom, or you're chairman of the board, or you're president of the United States. I love you.
Say that again.
I love you.
No, the part before that.
Mister, take a letter to the White House.
What?
Hey,